Okay, so let's talk about all your other endeavors. So we know that you're in fashion, so clearly having the clothing line is something that makes sense. When and how did you develop that? And let's talk about that.
Clothing line. So it's a natural progression. I've been styling. I've been creating lines of clothing for so many different artists. When they go on a tour and they say, "Hey, I need 15 looks," I'm creating a bunch of designs and a bunch of different looks. Um, I decided to just do it myself. I made luxury loungewear. This is actually one of my pieces too. But I made luxury loungewear because we were stuck in the house. Remember? It was COVID. Everybody had to do Zooms and everybody was taking meetings from home. But then some people were sneaking off and doing vacations. So I found clothes I created things that were transitional that you can wear from the couch to the cabana, you know?
Mm.
So
And
that's
so where is it available?
Eli Kish. Is Elikish, which is Kyle Ish backwards. It's my son. So every business that I have has an underlying dedication to him.
Hmm. Now
I
let me
can't.
ask you a question. That this is why I have to say, and I'm gonna say this is me coming from the heart from a friend.
Mhm.
I understand that. My passwords are connected to my brother. Is that our way of still holding on?
Mm-mm. It's just homage, playing homage. This is just, it's like the least you could do. You know what I mean? Like for me, the least I could do is to celebrate and honor my son. That's the least I could do, is to honor him. So yeah, he's just Eli Kish is Kyle Ish. Just the K from his name on the front, it's just mixed up his letters of his name. Kyle Ish. My animated project is focused on, a middle child. It's focused on him as well.
Got it. No, that makes sense. So you're also big on giving back. You're a part of several foundations. There's also one in Kyle's name. Do you want to talk about philanthropy and why that's so important to you? Why giving back is important?
Giving back is like the rent you pay to be on earth. I think that we are blessed. We have such good lives. We're able to eat at all the nice restaurants I keep bumping into you in. We're able to afford to, just live really good lives. And I think there's so many less fortunate people. I try to give back as much as I can. Even if I buy something new, I give something away. Like I have a rule. Every 6 items I give away, then I can buy something new. I have like different rules about giving and hoarding stuff. Um, I try to be as generous as possible. But anyway, Kyle's World Foundation was started again in honor of Kyle. And it was for kids that had the same love of performing arts and theater and all this stuff, that same as him. So I reached out to the inner cities to find children that may have been in like disparaged communities and who just didn't have access. And I gave them access, and we had camps for several years after Kyle passed. I've since changed the mission of the foundation, and I want to reward kids that do random acts. I want to do random acts of kindness for kids that are doing good deeds. I'm like celebrating do-gooders right now.
Well, listen, Here I Stand is a book that everybody has to read. There is a lot of answers to unanswered questions. I call it tea. It ain't messy, but it's definitely informative. And and I'm glad that you're finally, taking this time to let people hear directly from you. I think for a long time you've just allowed narratives to be painted or people to say whatever they want. And there is some appreciation for the fact that we don't really care what people think of us, but at the same time, I think everybody should be in control of their own story, and I'm glad that you put yours in this book.
I found it important. I said, if I were, I remember during the pandemic when it first started, I said, if I die of COVID, my kids would literally Google my name and see all these erroneous stories about their mother, and I won't even be able to clear it up. You know what I mean? So I said, I'm gonna write a book that's somewhat of a testament, and that clears up a lot of those, different stories. And really, I kind of wrote it for my kids, I think, and my family and my children. But and I wrote it. I have a certain amount of little fans, and I wrote it for them as well. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I'm glad that you did. And so there's another book after this that's already in the works, or is this or
I'm
no?
no, I'm doing a children's book after this. Yeah, I got to get into back into my normal mode of being a mama. So the Odd Life of Kyle Lowes, I'm going to turn it into an actual children's book, a graphic novel first. And then from there, hopefully we'll get our animated series picked up and we'll be on television. That's the goal.
So, did you get any cease and desist letters or anybody calling you about this book and saying you better not?
Now, Jason. No, I didn't. Actually, I got a call just reminding me not to be, I guess, too, don't go too far. Yeah, I got one of those calls,
It,
but
it,
no, I got
it
no
wasn't.
cease and
It
desist
was.
letters.
It wasn't from the Bloods or Crips though. It was from like legal people.
I ain't gonna say who it was from. Yeah, Big Red and them coming to get me.
The Bloods. All right, look, Usher. We
Yeah,
gonna read this book, and everybody out there gonna get the book because it ain't about you. Tameka, Raymond Foster. I'm glad that you came
Foster
and finally did
Raymond.
the show.
Love.
Well, they put it Tameka Raymond Foster here. Why
Because
they
those
do
people
that?
ain't never been married. When you get married, you go duh duh duh. And for
Okay,
here's a question. Everybody's gonna say, why is she still Raymond? They are divorced. Da 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 da. Because number one, he gave me the name. That's A. B, it's so much easier. I don't want to go to the passport office and change all my credit cards and my driver's license and my birth and my social security card and all of that stuff and bank accounts and it's none of your business. That's why.
Tameka. When somebody online says to you, "Why do you still got his name?" Just say, "You got it bad."
Oh, that's so whack. Hey, if I say something that corny, they're gonna commit me for sure. They're like,
Hey,
"Deny."
but your followers will go up, and that's the world that we live in. Tameka, Tameka,
Love
thank you
you.
so much for finally coming on the show, and, please don't tweet that I said anything wrong in this interview, okay? Just
I
wait till
ain't
it
said
comes
nothing. Get the book, that part.
Here
That
I Stand. By the way, between you and I, that's the only song on that album that I listen to.